Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Break for 8 for Dementia Care Partners. So over the next, a couple times, maybe next few weeks, we'll see how long it takes, I'm going to take the time to briefly talk about what I refer to as my formula. My formula for basically keeping myself healthy while I'm caring for people living with dementia. So I use the acronym MASTER, M-A-S-T-E-R, and today we're going to talk about the M, which stands for, probably no surprise to you if you're familiar with what I'm doing here, it stands for meditation. A large piece of my work here on social media has to do with meditation, or just kind of relaxing our nervous system so we can enter or re-enter life from a place of more peace, calmness, stability. And I will have to admit that I am a horrible meditator. Really, I am not good at it. It's not natural. I have a hard time sitting still, corralling all my thoughts. But I recognize that it is good for me to continue to try to practice this, to try to slow down. In dementia care, we can often find ourselves in this heightened state of reactivity, right? It's almost like hyper reactivity, to things that a person does, to things they say, things we have to do, things everyone tells us we have to do, or just navigating this really bumpy, inconvenient healthcare system. I mean, the frustrations and the speed bumps and the roadblocks are seemingly endless, right? And they can be. And then, on top of that, we try to throw in trying to get our person to do something, or preventing them from doing another thing, or worrying about them, worrying about ourselves. And it's easy to find ourselves responding in ways that maybe aren't even recognizable to us as ourselves. We're snapping at people. We're not sleeping, even though we're exhausted. We are kind of, I hate to say this, but we are almost losing our minds ourselves to dementia, right? And here's the beautiful thing, though, about meditation. It slows all of this down. It helps us detach from all that chatter and all the pressure so we can just recalibrate, right? And it's like taking a mini vacation from thinking about all the things on our to-do list, or feeling guilt, shame, when all those thoughts get turned on ourselves for not being able to do more or be more, right? And meditation is that gift that just says, stop, time out from this insanity. No human being has all these answers and responds perfectly. And when we pause to find just a few moments of stillness, just a few moments, what can resurface is, that best part of ourselves, that part of us that is relaxed, is observant, has more clarity, more understanding, that part of us that is more about awareness and less about reacting. That part that says, I see you, dementia, you're really trying to mess things up for me today, but I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna fly off the handle. I'm going to take a second to assess the situation and collect myself. So meditation gives my brain and my nervous system just a reset, so I can approach the day really when I'm at my best, right? And when I'm at my best, I'm not reacting, I'm responding. I'm responding to things that come at me, but then I'm moving on. Or maybe I even have the clarity to not respond at all, just to let something go when there's a response isn't called for. So when it comes to meditating, personally, it just does not work for me right now to sit in a chair in silence. I'm working on it, but I'm really bad at it. But I really think, and I'm not a specialist on meditation, but I think there are all sorts of forms that can help us escape our thoughts and calm our system. It could be journaling. It could be taking a walk outside in nature while we just sort of focus in, zoom in on details like the leaves on the trees. It could be listening to a beautiful music piece. It could be staring into the flames of a campfire or a candle, or snuggling with your dog, or it could be praying, or it could be bringing your awareness just to your breath for a short moment of meditation. So I think meditation really is about using what life has to offer you to soothe yourself. If only we can stop and remember, right? And there's so many resources out there about meditation. You use apps and classes and those live events and online events. But I always just like to include a relaxation or exercise or meditation here. Certainly encourage people to explore and find things that work for them. But I just want to make it easy for you. So today, it's that time to practice the M in Master meditation. So please get comfy and close your eyes. This moment is for you. So often, our focus is on everyone else, especially these days with dementia around. I want you to know that you are worthy. You are worthy to take some time out for yourself. In fact, it's imperative that you do so. So as we begin our meditation today, please just bring your attention now to that meditation tool we all have at our fingertips, and that is our breath. Can you place one hand on your stomach? And now, as you deeply breathe in with your next inhale, feel or sense your whole abdominal area just rising and then falling with your breath. Let's just breathe here a bit, just like this. And as you continue to be aware of the rise and fall of your breath, try to make your inhale and your exhale just as long and drawn out as is comfortable for you. Just notice how the rise and fall of your abdominal area just begins to be a little slower, a little more drawn out. Feel your body begin to relax. Use that breath to help you let go of tension. Just sink a little deeper into the surface that is supporting you right now. Many times we are unaware that we're even carrying so much tension around because we're almost in a constant state of reaction. That feeling of always being on guard. One thing that can be of great help is taking periodic breaks during our day to remind us to let go of some of that tension. And we can do that simply by taking a breath. Yes, it is as easy as this. And just then allowing that breath to flow through us and help us clear away, that unconscious tension we hold. Let's try this. On your next inhale, please breathe in, deeply filling up the bottom of your lungs first. Then feeling that breath or sensing that breath rise all the way up to the top of your head. And then on the exhale, just visualize that breath, leaving your body from the top of your head down through your body and flowing out your feet into the ground. So let's just take another few cleansing breaths, just like this one. Deep breath in, all the way up to the top of your head. And then just sensing that fresh air travel back down through your body and release itself out through the bottom of your feet. Just allow that breath to travel through you, clearing the way, clearing out the thoughts, clearing out anything that you're holding on to just too tightly. And now, if you can, move your hands from your stomach up to your heart. Just to gently breathe into that space. Just reminding yourself that you're worthy of being cared for and loved yourself. Just allow this space to gently and lovingly remind you of this. I'm going to give you an option now, and that is to connect to a larger presence, depending on your spiritual practices and belief. This presence could be called a certain name. If you're not so sure about it, that's okay. Just call it love. So I invite you to connect to this greater presence of love that surrounds you and holds you and is always with you, especially in the dark times. So just breathe in and connect to this presence of love inside of you and around you. And the next time you anticipate a difficult situation with your person, or you feel yourself becoming tense or even, hyper reactive, try this simple technique. Breathing deeply into the top of your head and exhaling all your tension down into the ground as you connect at the same time to your own loving presence and stability. And if you choose, you can also call in and call on a higher power to be with you. So as we finish up, let's just keep practicing this simple but beautiful centering and stabilizing breath/prayer exercise. I know that it's the easiest way to regain your balance. I know this, I've practiced it, but we just have to remember to do it, especially when the tension rises. So use this to help you return to peace, and I will see you next time. You've got this.